you found the right people, and today, which is very tough. But before I go into finding the right people, which kind of goes hand in hand with what I want to talk about, because you've also, you're not just about the church. Let's talk about first getting into the high school.
Yeah.
To have Sunday mass, church,
service,
whatever.
Right.
I'm used to saying mass growing up,
Of
and
course.
I still do it. And I still do the cross and all this other stuff.
Absolutely.
But some things were just bred in us.
Yes.
But how did you get into a public school? I mean, especially with all the stuff that just went on after COVID, where everybody was like, no, there is no God, there is no, and the world just went crazy with all different types of thoughts.
Yeah.
How did you land that?
Wonder precedes the word.
Explain.
Okay. Our job is to spread the word of God, right? Our job is to bring truth into people's lives. But oftentimes when you're bringing truth to someone, what it comes across to them as is you just telling them their life is messed up and wrong, and they don't really want to hear that. So that's a hard message, right? It's hard to look at somebody and say, you should do life differently and this would be healthier. But that's the word. We're trying to bring God's truth into the world. But wonder precedes the word. When Jesus was here on earth, he would preach. But before he would preach, he would feed them. Before he would preach, he would heal them. Before he would preach, he would do some physical thing and create wonder. So from the beginning, we have said wonder precedes the word. Before we ever open our mouth, before we ever preach a sermon or tell anybody how they should live their life or not live their life or help them with any of their problems, how about they see that we care? It's the old adage, they don't care how much you know till they know how much you care, right? So wonder precedes the word. If we make them wonder, they'll ask for the word. They'll ask for why. Why do y'all live this way? Why are y'all doing church in a school? And the answer is well, because we can have a huge generational impact. Is it uncomfortable? Yes. We set up and take down every week. Saturdays, 5 p.m., my wife and I are at the high school helping the setup team pull stuff out of the storage and setting up sound systems and tearing down sound systems and all that sort of stuff. But wonder precedes the word, right? When they see us do this, why are y'all doing this? Well, because we don't have a mortgage payment or an electric bill. When the air conditioner breaks, we don't pay for it. The school board pays for it. It's their air conditioner, right? So that allowed us to turn around and give away. In the first 7 years of the church, we gave away about $1.5 million. Well, people pay attention, right? When you walk into the Park and Rec department and say, hey, we'd like to help you this year. What are your needs? Well, we got this and that. Okay, but we have this big sponsorship nobody's ever done before. It's a $10,000 sponsorship. We'll have your name on all the uniforms. Well, I said, done. We'll have a check for you tomorrow.
See, what I like is most people automatically think that when people start churches, and some do, not everybody.
Sure.
You talked about free rent. When the air conditioning goes down, they're like, yeah, because you're pocketing all the money. But that's not what you did.
Yeah.
You took that money that you saved and reinvested it not only into the school, because I believe you put a lot into the school, and we'll talk about those Thrive Centers, but you did it into the community as well. So it's not like Pastor Mike goes home and counts, show me the money, all that good stuff. You actually make it work for the community.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about what you do at the church. And you made these Thrive Centers. Tell me about that.
So I'm a youth pastor at heart. I never really wanted to be a senior pastor. I still sometimes don't want to be a senior pastor. I love working with kids. I love it when I'm on the sidelines at the ball game. I still teach a leadership class called Habitudes at the high school that let me do once a week. So I still have that heart. But the reality of reaching teenagers these days is a different world, right? And the average teenager is going to come to a church service and not have a clue what you're talking about, right? The only Moses they know, well, he deals over on 9th Street. That's the dealer over there. And so the reality is the teen centers are a safe place to come after school. A lot of our problems in Leesburg, I'm also the chaplain of the police department, so I work directly with the police department. And a lot of our problems happen between 3 and 9 p.m. With our 11 to 17-year-olds. Because they got nowhere to go, right? Nothing to do. They're not involved in a sport. They're not in some extracurricular activity.
Not like
whatever.
when we were growing up, we would play basketball or whatever.
Man, we made everything up. We played kick the can with whatever we could find,
Stickball.
But no, they get bored, and then the next thing you know, there's some older kid who says, "Hey, we got this group over here, i.e., gang, right? They would come join us. We'll give you a nickname. We'll praise you. We'll got your back, et cetera." And now you got a problem. So we created these spaces that after school they can come hang out. There's ping pong tables and video game systems and a big old basketball court and all that. But it gives our adults the chance to come and sit down and get to know a kid and build a little relationship, build some wonder, right? Build it. Why is this old person sitting here talking to me in the afternoon? Why when I come in and plop down, is there Mr. Mel who's, 70 years old and he goes, "How was your day?" They don't have anything like that. No. That's the living room that most of those kids don't have. So yeah, we started Thrive Teen Centers, and with the effort to just reach kids and make a safe place, and it makes a difference for the city. It lowers crime, right? Because they're off the street and doing stuff, and it gives the opportunity for us to speak purpose into kids.
Which was received well from the kids, because like you said, they show up.
Oh yeah. We at our one center over here, we average probably 45 teenagers every afternoon. We've had as many as 72 in an afternoon come through, and it's a come and go. We don't hold them. Parents know, hey, look, we're not checking them in or out.
You don't even charge them?
If they bold, oh no, it's all free. It's all been paid for, and so many people in the community have loved what we've done that we've had so many donations, including the building and property was given to us.
Wow.
The owners just signed it over to the church and said, "Man, we love what you're doing. It's yours." So,
wow,
yeah.
That's a true gift.